that's pretty good. You can complain about this command infotainment system. It shouldn't put you off when you have this to play with. Good Lord. That felt like actual wheel spin, and the traction control didn't bother. It's like, yeah, you can handle it.
I'm not sure why I'm putting that up since the exhaust doesn't come out the back.
Yeah, it comes out everywhere else. This is gonna help us find out if there's a head gasket leak.
Okay, turn it off.
Well,
blue. Uh-oh, lid. Oh, that's as blue as it blue can be. All right, well, it says to dispose of this according to local environmental regulations.
Ew, a Porsche Cayenne. Get that thing out of the shot. I want to look at the real Lamborghini. There we go. I've got my beautiful red Freelander. Definitely the star of the entire show parked right here. As you can see, the crowds are already starting to gather around this rare, ignore that spot underneath, this rare specimen of a British SUV. There's nothing better than this. You're not just a peasant Cobra, no, you're king. King of all the Cobras that are more powerful than you, but you know. Oh yeah. All right, everybody, take your best guess. What is the cause of this spill right here? Yep, look at this Lexus IS. That is wide. Why do people put toe straps on the front of their car? Hey guys, look at my car, it breaks down a lot. USB-C ports in each seat. I like that. That is wonderfully practical, especially if you have little kids. They want to play their Fortnite things on their iPad, whatevers, and yeah, that'll be good for long journeys. Occasionally, the range anxiety will play a slight factor in that, where Jimmy's just about to get that victory battle royale, and then from the front seat, he hears, "Jimmy, turn off your iPad! You're wasting the range on my car! We're gonna have to stop in this bad town and let this thing charge for an hour, and then we'll probably get carjacked or something." It's so dumb. Yeah, 620 horsepower, thereabouts. It feels like it, definitely. My obligatory check for police officers. I think we're clear. All right, here we go. Okay, that was 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, which is what this car can do. So I have it in relax mode now. It's a little dumb. That window back there doesn't work. The one that you can see back there, that is the only window that works. Maybe it doesn't work anymore. Ooh, okay, never mind. I have 0 working windows in this car. I'm kind of exaggerating it a little bit, but I don't need to exaggerate that. It's hilarious how a small SUV like this can have such big SUV body roll. It's just absolutely insane. There's a Motor Week review in period of this car, and they said, yeah, it's tempered by moderate body roll. And I'm thinking, moderate? Never feels top heavy. It's like, did you drive it? It's just so nice to drive around in a car that has over 200 horsepower. And now for the manliest part of the video, where yes, we push this over this curb. This is about to impress some ladies. Go! It's in park. It's still in park.
Ah, right.
Go! Build it some more. No, it's gonna run us over. Ah! Start pushing it, and then I'm just gonna come in like a bull.
All right.
Come on!
You need to go forward and be able to push it back. I think this will be good. This is enough.
I'm gonna push it there.
All right, you're good.
Okay.
Golden.
Let's go! Oh God!
No!
No.
Let roll though. Oh, I have a bear eye idea of pushing. Why can't I just push on this door and push it back?
From. Oh yeah, baby.
No. No, not right now. It's not missing it yet. Cover!
What?
I'm pushing the opposite direction.
Are we moving it forward or back?
Yeah, you need to go more forward. You need it on the cement, like
Oh.
on the back wheels on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You're good. We'll start here.
I'm gonna kill myself doing this.
Yes!
Yes!
You
We did it! Ah! Yeah,
All right, this
keep
is
going.
fine. This is fine for now. This will be fine. Because I don't think we're gonna use this spot anymore for a while anyway. I'll probably get it running.
Muscles. First order of business, get this window to roll off. Let's see. All right, give it a shot.
See what it goes.
Oh,
Bruh.
okay.
Well,
Dan, if you're
Why do you
watching,
have to- do I
why
have
did you
to-
put a bag over here? You didn't need it. The window's fine.
why couldn't they just put it up?
He's probably at home right now going, motherfucker. Well, that was easy.
Let me put it down a
No,
little bit.
don't test your luck.
Hey, I thought it was bad anyway. Who cares? At least
I don't have a single
It's
window.
better that it's up than it is down.
I don't have a single window regulator on any of my cars that works that well. Well, all right.
You know what? I don't have to touch that.
You might as well just keep trying your luck, try to start it.
I'm up so early that my coffee shop isn't even open yet. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna survive. That actually really sucks.
Here's happy Tyler at the moment. In about 8 hours, that smile could be wiped off his face.
More in the next
And
20
mine.
minutes.
Or the next 20 minutes. All part of the fun, I guess.
Fun is the tow trucks we meet along the way.
Yeah, don't say that yet. How'd you rate your infotainment there?
2,
2 out of
10, bro. Need to make sure you like all my cars in case I need to sell one at some point.
The one thing that Carfax gets wrong, I would say, is the retail value, which it claims is $5,190. Now, if there's anybody out there that wants to give me $5,190 for this car, take the keys. Seriously. Nothing special. It's the cheapest Corvette for a reason. People don't generally like it, but I'm here to tell you that that's wrong. From the perspective of somebody who has only ever driven one Corvette, which is this, that means you should definitely listen to my opinion. Let's just say you wouldn't want to be caught in a severe rainstorm all of a sudden in a C4. It's not exactly a pull it out, put it in, and it latches in place kind of deal like a lot of Targas are. You know it's a bad sign when you buy your Corvette from Bob down at the dealership and he hands you this for your top. You might want to check the weather forecast before you go out, especially since if this roof is removed, you can, in fact, stuff it in the hatchback there. You should hope that you have nothing else to carry with you, because when this roof is in the back here, it takes up pretty much the entire thing. I'm sure you could fit some New Balance shoes underneath or something like that. Maybe your Corvette hat could go on top. Now, immediately what you're thinking is this isn't very practical because you have such a high load lip with paint and things. You know, your lawn chair could probably scratch this up a little bit, which isn't what you want. And that's because the fuel door is right here. Cup holders here, which are pretty garbage cup holders by modern standards. But to be fair, I don't believe that 7-Eleven had invented the big gulp yet, so American Corvette owners didn't demand it from their cars yet. I guess it's better than nothing. Look at this, guys. This is a cool feature on the E46. Hold down this button here, and the 3 windows that work roll down, The sunroof opens. I mean, I doubt that the M4 has something like that. It just won't. Cut, cut, cut. In comparison to that crappy new M4, look how BMW used to make their leather seats in the past. Look at just the sheer quality, and it wears and ages like a fine wine, everybody. I mean, they just don't make them like they used to, am I right? I tell you, that is the feel of leather. Oh, yeah. That is some high quality stuff. BMWs from this era, there's nothing better, truly. Pop the hood, and did you see that? The hood latch came out of the grille, which is awesome. And I only pushed the grille out of its mountings a little bit, but you just put it back. It's fine, not a big deal. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here it comes, up she comes. I don't even need to change the oil on it, you guys. I put oil in, and then the oil, once it's used up, the car just expels it out through the exhaust because it doesn't want to run on old, cheap, bad oil anymore. So it actually cycles it out. So you have to keep putting fresh new oil in, which is a really, really good feature. And that enables that the car will always be running right because it's always on new oil. If you're the usual Honda CR-V owner and you're moving from one retirement home to the next and you want to carry your black and white television back here and you need to fold down the seats, that's not going to be good if you find it a little bit difficult to move. But if you're a younger person, it's okay. It's a little bit of a workout. You know, you can kind of, this has got to be some sort of like lunge workout or something. So we're gonna like get ourselves warmed up here. Yeah. So yeah, this car is actually its own exercise machine, which is really cool. See how it's soft and it bends and it deforms and stuff? I have heard that that is for pedestrian protection. If you try to run somebody down in your Volvo because you have your Mustang at the dealership for some reason, they give you a Volvo loaner and your old habits show through and you have to run over a crowd, then it's not really gonna hurt them. Unless the metal hood that goes on top does hurt them. Would Ken Garff Volvo be mad if I tested that? Yeah, that doesn't hurt at all. So that's a good safety feature. This thing is a complete riot. Wow. I had traction control on there and it was flashing at me like, 9, what are you doing? Calm down. Wasn't really doing enough. I could still feel the back end of the car trying to step away from me, but I'm a real good driver. I know what I'm doing, right? What? Now I'm at a traffic light behind in a Elantra N. This dude thinks he has a performance car, and I don't think he does at all. Let's blast past these guys. Wowie! Now I look like the biggest jerk on the planet. The way I just flew past everybody under that bridge was so disrespectful to every other motorist on the road with me, but I don't care. I'm driving a BMW M car. Everybody that I just flew past is now sitting around me, probably looking at me like this. So on the left-hand side of the steering wheel here, you have a little boost pedal, which will give you a bit of extra torque for a little while, which is kind of fun. When you want to really go at it, you can just go boom, and then probably. The noise that it makes is, they really tried to make it sound fun and enjoyable. And I think putting it in sport mode did tighten up the suspension a little bit. I'm feeling a bit more, but it's still very comfortable. Here's a turn we're going to take irresponsibly fast. It handles quite well. You can definitely feel its rear-wheel driveness through the turn. You can feel yourself getting pushed. Everything is orange. orange. Now John, who lent me this car, when he ordered it, he thought the seats were brown. Rookie mistake on his behalf. We'll forgive him for that. It is quite in your face, but it's not a hideous color in this car. I think it's okay. Yeah. The power seat memory controls are actually inside the orange. I mean the speaker, which is right next to the orange. Orange! It's right next to the orange. The orange, the power window orange is the power window controls, and they're right next to the exterior orange, the orange everywhere. There's orange everywhere. Oh, what am I gonna do? There's too much orange. It sounds amazing. Oh. Sounds so good. Man. I went on a canyon drive recently with two of my other friends who also own BMWs. We planned on driving our cars up the canyon, chasing each other down through the fun turns, looking out for deer, and coming back down and just having a good time. Well, I'll say that this lasted longer than the E28 did, which that lasted about 6 miles until it broke down. And this made it all the way up the canyon road and halfway down before it started misfiring very badly, running like it was on 4 or 5 cylinders. Once I'd gotten to an uphill stretch, I floored it and immediately check engine light turned on and it went into limp home mode. Well, there was 1 car out of 3 that made it trouble-free. Now I've got limp home mode, which means I have 30 horsepower at best and a check engine light. Spirits are high. I discovered that day that there is regular limp home mode, and then there's limp home mode Pro. And Pro meant that I had probably 3 horsepower going up a hill. I was in first, flooring it. Here's a clip. Come on. This is my top. This is not good. I was just about to pull over and give up, and the hill leveled out. So I barely made it to my parents' house, switched the car off, turned it back on, and the car was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. But it's bad enough that you wouldn't want to drive it, which I'm gonna do that right now. After I change, because I'm going into work and I don't want everybody to see me dressed up in M apparel and they're gonna make assumptions about the character that I am. It's kind of an interesting thing. I've never had a window sticker for any of my cars before, so I'm pretty excited by that. I'll just throw it in the crotch pocket so I can have easy access to it anytime the car breaks down. I can look for where the oil cap is. All I gotta do is spread my legs open, grab the pouch out of that pocket, and suddenly I've been demonetized for getting on some sort of watch list, but we're gonna move on from that. Because I'm a real car guy, and real car guys work on their cars. And this is me working on my car all by myself. Okay, I'm already stuck. Not a lot of room down here, and I don't know where the drain plug is. I'm so claustrophobic. All right, what do we think? I'm thinking that looks like a 10 millimeter. What do we got here? 13. What is that? It's like diarrhea all over that belly pan bolt. Here it comes. Oh. That's nice, isn't it? That was really loose for an oil drain plug, I've gotta say. All right, now this is the mark of a true mechanic. Can I get this off without spilling on myself too much? Okay, here we go, here we go. Ready, you guys? Watch the Pro. Nope. Damn it. Ah, all right, I failed. Can I get a napkin? A lot. Everyone's clicked on this video to laugh at me, I already know. All right, I'm gonna let that drain. I think a little bit of it got on my glasses as well. This isn't exactly a fair comparison because these two cars are from different time periods and were made for different purposes. The Land Rover was made as something that can be taken off-road often-ish, capable on what the British call green lanes, things like that. So this was designed actually to do a fair amount of off-roading, but where this car falls short is everything on the road, which is what you're going to be using it for 99% of the time. This BMW X1 gives the distinct impression that if it were faced with the possibility of off-roading, it would probably just break down and cry. BMW SUVs have always been made for on-road use primarily, and taking it on a dirt road if you need it, if you absolutely have to. Heated seats, which in the BMW, the heated seat levels are hot, extremely hot, excruciatingly hot, and my ass is magma. Whereas this car, it has just one setting, which is just right. This is just right, just warm enough for when I'm going greenlining in my 4x4 Freelander. I've got one heated seat setting, which is just good enough for me. Don't want anything more. More. When you shut the door in this car, it feels manly, it's loud, it slams, kind of shakes the car around a little bit. You really feel like you're doing something, whereas in the X1, it's a much softer feeling door when you close it. Can feel my head touch barely. That could just be because the headlining is sagging slightly in this car. That's a common Land Rover thing. Handy little nets up here, which is kind of funny to see. You can put you have a light up here. You can turn no, that doesn't work. I have this window switch. Oh yeah, this window doesn't work. When you look at it, it definitely looks like a luxury car. It looks simplistic yet elegant, beautiful yet understated. It kind of does make you feel a little bit sad that the era of car design that was just supposed to work and not take risks seems to be gone. I think nice little ooh. That's ominous. On the B pillar here, I've got air vents for the rear passengers, which is a nice little luxury feature. You can, you know, play around with it as you drive down the street. Thinking about how you should have bought a long wheelbase 7 Series instead, which was more expensive. But, you know, you'll be thinking, man, I wish I saved more money and bought a 7 Series because I'd have more room to spread out back here. Man, I'm a failure and a businessman. It's just really, really comfy. But my favorite part by a country mile of the front seats in this Volvo, the crotch pocket. Yes, there is a pocket weirdly on the front of the bottom of both front seats. And it's reasonably useful. You know, I can throw my wallet in there or some change. It's just funny to think about the fact that you're like, oh yes, that's no problem, officer. Let me grab my wallet. Here you go. It's just funny. It's just funny that there's a little pocket right here, right in between your legs, and you have to reach down